Warning, this video is aimed at providing audio-visual entertainment and at keeping the audience informed on happenings or current events. It is not intended to damage the image of any company, person, or product mentioned herein. We recommend that discretion be exercised by our viewers. Welcome to a new video. Colgate is a brand of toothpaste produced by the company Colgate Palmolive, which helps prevent problems such as cavities, gingivitis, tartar, spots, bad breath, among other problems. Colgate Palmolive Company is a multinational company dedicated to the manufacture, distribution, and sale of oral hygiene products, personal hygiene, and home cleaning. Currently, this paste is sold in department stores and some other small businesses in more than 150 countries around the world. Today, you'll know the secrets, curiosities, and some problems in which the most popular toothpaste in the world became involved. In this video, I'll tell you the secrets of Colgate. Let's start. The history of Colgate. The history of Colgate dates back to 1806 when William Colgate opened a small factory of starch, soaps, and candies in New York City named William Colgate and Company. In the 1840s, the company began selling individual bars of soap with equal weights. In 1857, when William Colgate died, there was a change in direction, and the founder's son, Samuel Colgate, decided to continue with his father's business. However, it wasn't until 1873 that the company presented the first ever toothpaste in small jars. The presentation was changed 23 years later, and in 1896, the company introduced to the market the first version of toothpaste packed in tubes as we know it today, under the brand name Colgate's Ribbon Dental Cream. It became a standard in the market. In 1914, Colgate began its international expansion, opening its first subsidiary in Canada. In the following years, new factories were opened in the South Pacific and Asia, and in 1921 in Europe. A year later, in 1922, it arrived in Latin America, until 1925, and in Africa. It was established until 1929. Today, this paste is sold in department stores, liquor stores, price clubs, and small businesses in more than 150 countries. In 1928, Colgate decided to merge with the company known as Palmolive Peet, thereby creating the company called Colgate Palmolive Peet Company. Years later, in 1953, it was decided to suppress the word Peet and take the current name Colgate Palmolive. Finally, in the year 1956, the corporate offices of Colgate Palmolive were founded in the city of New York. Colgate's products. Since the end of 1900 until today, Colgate has developed different variants of toothpaste. Apart from the classic Colgate toothpaste, there are 31 types of toothpaste which help various problems or oral needs. Some of them are Colgate Total 12, Colgate Max Fresh, Colgate Max Fresh Liquid, Colgate Ultra Weight, Colgate Luminous White, Colgate Sensitive, Colgate 2-in-1, Colgate Max White, and Colgate Children. On the other hand, the secret of many companies to expand in different markets is to create sub-brands with different names and keep the real owner hidden. For example, if you create a soft drink company and want to reach the textile market, you create a new brand and keep discreet the original brand name, for example. Well, Colgate didn't think about it like this, and they began to market food with the logo of the brand Colgate. Obviously, this was a failure because who would want to eat something thinking about the taste of toothpaste? The only thing you would consider edible would be maybe mint, and that's why they didn't last long in the food market, thereby exiting quickly. Strange uses of Colgate toothpaste. The most common use of toothpaste is basically oral hygiene. However, there are some other uses, although somewhat strange. According to some websites, toothpaste serves to clean your nails, clean disc, and even combat acne. These are just a few examples of some of the strangest uses that some people give to the toothpaste. If you want to know more about other uses, I'll leave a link in the description below. The case of the Indian Dental Association. On October 9, 2007, Colgate Palmolive organized, together with the Indian Dental Association, a record achieving that more than 170,000 people brushed their teeth at the same time. thousands of participants managed to register the fact in the Guinness Book of World Records. This was the largest number of people brushing their teeth simultaneously. This act surpassed the previous mark, which Colgate Palmolive had also achieved a few years earlier in El Salvador. How was the paste of the three colors manufactured? Have you ever wondered how it's possible for the Colgate toothpaste to have three different colors? Well, Colgate Triple Action is a type of toothpaste which strengthens teeth, freshens breath, and keeps your teeth white. But how did they make it into three colors? This is what Colgate Triple Action looks like inside. And if you asked how they do it so the colors don't combine, the answer is in the laboratory of the factory, where the scientists make sure that the colors have the same consistency, something that the researchers call the process of viscosity. Any variation in viscosity could cause large losses to the company. Finally, the secret to set the stripes in the plastic tubes is a separate distribution, which keeps the three paste separate from the dispensers. They then mix out when they're dispensed onto the toothbrush itself. If you want to see a more detailed documentary with the process of the three-colored paste, I'll leave a link for you in the description below. Now, let's analyze a few cases in which Colgate was involved. The case of deceptive publicity. Colgate is fined for using a slogan without a foundation. The first case was registered a couple of years ago in Argentina. In October 2014, Colgate Palmolive Argentina was sanctioned with a fine of 100,000 ARS for misleading advertising. The fine was imposed because Colgate said in billboards that its toothpaste is the #1 recommended by dentists. However, in the ad there was no study that endorsed this data, so Colgate clarified at the bottom of the ad in letters smaller than required by regulations that this statement was according to a sample of 300 cases. In addition, the claim is only compared with toothpaste with potassium and/or strontium acetate. Edward Machiavello, Secretary of Community Management and Citizen Services in Argentina, commented the following: "We make purchasing decisions based upon the ads we see. The information is central in advertising, and the law demands that it be true and sufficient." Finally, I would like to mention that when a company makes a claim with an explanation at the bottom of the page, this clarification cannot be put in letters size less than 2 millimeters. Well, because it's difficult to read. If you're interested in learning more about this topic, I'll leave a link with more details in the description below. The case of animal maltreatment. An organization accuses Colgate of making tests on animals. In the second case, we'll analyze one of the coldest secrets of Colgate. For several years, several organizations that advocate for animal rights have denounced that large industries that offer beauty and personal care products commit acts of cruelty against animals. According to Animal Naturalis, every year, millions of animals are subjected to tests and painful experiments to determine the safety of cosmetic, personal grooming, and cleaning products. The website, animalnaturalis.org, revealed some data about animal experiments in which Colgate practiced. According to the page, Colgate Palmolive was testing chemical and balanced products with animals at the Hills Pet Nutrition Center, located in the capital of the state of Kansas in the United States. In addition, a few years ago, the British Union for the Abolition of Vivisection announced details of an experiment carried out by Colgate in which guinea pigs were locked up in small plastic tubes and a strong solution of sulfur was applied to them 4 hours a day for 3 days. This caused the skin of the animals to break and to bleed. Some of the products that Colgate Palmolive tested on animals were Colgate toothpaste, Colinos, Odol, Palmolive soaps, Odex cleaners, and pet food, Hills Pet Nutrition Center. Finally, in the year 2011, Colgate came clean and gave permission to the organization known as PETA to eradicate the animal experiments. Since then, Colgate Palmolive no longer uses animals to test their products, and the tests on the guinea pigs have been forgotten little by little. If you want to read more about this topic, look for the links in the description below. The third case has become popular in recent years and today still worries many people. In 2014, the company Bloomberg News reported that toothpaste Colgate Total 12 contains an antibacterial ingredient called triclosan. According to the company, is a chemical substance potentially harmful to teeth and supposedly increases the risk of cancer. Research in humans isn't clear, although several studies on the effects of triclosan in mice and rats have shown an increase in side effects at the highest concentrations. including decreased fertility and an increased risk of cancer. In medicine, the acceptable levels of carcinogenic compounds are discussed. That is, a compound can be carcinogenic, but there is no risk in low doses. Specifically, triclosan is found in Colgate Total 12 because it fights gingivitis, a disease that causes inflammation and bleeding of gums. Triclosan is an antimicrobial agent, which helps fight the growth of bacteria, fungi, and mold. Its first use was in antibacterial soap products for hands in 1970. Since then, it has been added to products like detergent, soaps, deodorants, lotions, creams, dishwashing liquids, and, of course, toothpaste. Currently, it's not known what the risks are in humans because a long-term study has never been conducted on its effect. The studies that do exist have only been done on animals, and in them, it has been shown to be an enhancer of side effects, even causing neurological damage in the fetus of some laboratory rats. However, even though the effects in animals are not always the same in humans, what is certain is that it's not safe for animals. Thus, more studies on its use in humans should be conducted. Faced with published data on triclosan, Colgate published on its website information about the safety and effectiveness of Colgate Total 12. On their website, Colgate assured that it is the only toothpaste approved through the new drug application process of the Food and Drug Administration in the United States. Finally, Colgate denied the triclosan rumors and wrote the following. Scientific evidence confirms that triclosan in Colgate 12 toothpaste does not present a cancer risk or endocrine dysfunction in humans. If you're interested in learning more about this topic, I'll invite you to visit www.bravosnews.com. In conclusion, Colgate is a company that revolutionized the world of personal hygiene. As for the triclosan issue, if the use of toothpaste can cause cancer, it would have probably been withdrawn from the market. But, of course, more research is needed to confirm or deny this. As always, I would like to know your opinion about the alleged carcinogen in Colgate. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like our video and share it.